In this video we will see world's top 20 largest economic countries. 10. Canada. Canada nominal GDP, $1.73 trillion. Canada GDP PPP $1.84 trillion. Canada displaced Russia to take the 10th spot in 2015 and has retained its position since then. Canada's nominal GDP is currently at $1.71 trillion and is expected to touch $1.74 trillion in 2019 and $2.13 trillion by 2023. Its per capita GDP of $46,260.71 is ranked 20th globally, while its GDP of $1.84 trillion in terms of PPP pulls it down to the 17th spot. 9. Brazil. Brazil nominal GDP, $1.85 trillion. Brazil GDP PPP $3.37 trillion. Brazil is the largest and most populous nation in Latin America. With a nominal GDP of $1.87 trillion, Brazil is the 9th largest economy in the world. The nation that had been riding on the commodity wave suffered multiple setbacks with the end of the commodity supercycle, in addition to internal problems of corruption and political uncertainty, which dampened the investment and business environment. 8. Italy. Italy nominal GDP, $1.99 trillion. Italy GDP PPP $2.40 trillion with a nominal GDP of $2.07 trillion. Italy is the world's 8th largest economy. Its economy is expected to expand to $2.26 trillion by 2023. In terms of GDP PPP, its economy is worth $2.40 trillion and it has a per capita GDP of $34,260.34. Italy, prominent member of the Eurozone, has been facing deep political and economic chaos. Its unemployment rate continues to be in double digits, while its public debt remains sticky at around 132% of GDP. 7. France. France nominal GDP, $2.71 trillion. France GDP PPP $2.96 trillion. France, the most visited country in the world, is the 3rd largest economy of Europe and the 6th largest in the world. With a nominal GDP of $2.78 trillion, its GDP in terms of purchasing power parity is around $2.96 trillion. The country offers a high standard of living to its people as reflected in its GDP per capita of $42,877.56. In recent years, the economic growth has slowed, resulting in unemployment that has placed immense pressure on the government to reboot the economy. 6. United Kingdom. UK nominal GDP, $2.83 trillion. UK GDP PPP $3.04 trillion. The United Kingdom, with a $2.83 trillion GDP, is the 6th largest economy in the world. When compared in terms of GDP purchasing power parity, UK slips to the 9th spot with a GDP PPP of $3.04 trillion. It ranks 23rd in terms of GDP per capita, which is $42,558. Its nominal GDP is estimated to remain at $2.83 trillion during 2019, but its ranking is expected to slide to the 7th spot by 2023 with its GDP of $3.27 trillion. 5. India nominal GDP, $2.94 trillion. India GDP PPP $10.51 trillion. India is the fastest growing trillion-dollar economy in the world and the 5th largest overall. With a nominal GDP of $2.94 trillion, India has become the 5th largest economy in 2019, overtaking the United Kingdom and France. The country ranks 3rd when GDP is compared in terms of purchasing power parity at $11.33 trillion when it comes to calculating GDP per capita. India's high population drags its nominal GDP per capita down to 4. Germany nominal GDP, $3.86 trillion, Germany GDP PPP $4.44 trillion. Germany is not just Europe's largest economy but also the strongest. On the global scale, it is the fourth largest economy in terms of nominal GDP, with a $4 trillion GDP. The size of its GDP in terms of purchasing power parity is $4.44 trillion, while its GDP per capita is $46,560, 18th place. Germany was the third largest economy in nominal terms in 1980, with a GDP of $850.47 billion. 3. Japan nominal GDP, $5.15 trillion. Japan GDP PPP $5.75 trillion. Japan is the third largest economy in the world, with its GDP crossing the $5 trillion mark in 2019. The financial crisis of 2008 rocked the Japanese economy, and it's been a challenging time for its economy since then. The global crisis triggered a recession, followed by weak domestic demand and huge public debt. When the economy was beginning to recover, it suffered a massive earthquake, too. China nominal GDP, $14.14 trillion. China GDP PPP $27.31 trillion. China has experienced exponential growth over the past few decades, breaking the barriers of a centrally plant-closed economy to evolve into a manufacturing and exporting hub of the world. China is often referred to as the world's factory, given its huge manufacturing and export base. However, over the years, the role of services has gradually increased and that of manufacturing as a contributor to GDP has declined relatively. 1. United States U.S. nominal GDP, $21.44 trillion. U.S. GDP PPP $21.44 trillion. The U.S. has retained its position of being the world's largest economy since 1871. The size of the U.S. economy was at $20.58 trillion in 2018 inches nominal terms and is expected to reach $22.32 trillion in 2020. The U.S. is often dubbed as an economic superpower, and that's because the economy constitutes almost a quarter of the global economy, backed by advanced infrastructure, technology, and an abundance of natural resources.